Hey guys, I'm gonna do a little bitty cook with me. You guys have been requesting these a lot. I love cooking and I love sharing recipes with you. This is escarole and beans, my grandmother's recipe. She taught me how to make it. It's super easy. I'm making it in the form of a soup, but I know this is also sometimes served as a side, just minus the chicken broth. But it's really easy, it's really quick. We have basketball later today. It's kind of far away, so I'm making this earlier on in the day, so that way when we get home, dinner's ready, we just heat it up, and then I usually serve it with like a big hunk of bread, loaf of bread, or like cheese pie. Those little triangle Greek cheese pies. Let me walk you through the steps and the ingredients because it is very minimal. Dan did the grocery shopping and I sent him for the like white navy beans, but he ended up getting these, which this shouldn't matter. But I usually buy the organic, like white kidney beans. So we're gonna do this, and I'm actually doubling the recipe because I like to have this in the fridge. I have it for lunch, eat it throughout the week. It's really easy to just boil some pasta and give it to Bentley too for lunch. So I'm doubling everything. I don't put pasta in it, but I do make some on the side for the kids. They like pasta in theirs. So I just buy like some kind of small pasta stars, or you could even do like alphabets, but this is just what we're using. Chicken stock, I might need more of this, but I also do add water because I don't like it super salty. A little bit of garlic, and then the star of the show is the escarole, and you can actually find this at your local grocery store. It's by all the lettuce, like the green leaf lettuces, and again, I got 2 heads because this shrinks down very quickly. So the first thing we're gonna do is clean this because this is very dirty. I just got one of the largest bowls I have. Just gonna basically chop off the ends, throw the rest of it in, and I'm gonna do this for both. And then from here, I just chop it into smaller pieces. You could even rip them with your hands. Because I have so much, I think I'm gonna do this like in 2 batches. So basically, this is pretty dirty. So I usually fill it up a few times, cold water, and just keep doing this and then draining it, rinsing it until the water that it's in is clear. And as I'm like moving it and massaging it to get it clean, I'm also breaking it into little bite-sized pieces. If you wanted to chop it before you put it in here, you could do that too. And I know a lot of you are probably like, why don't you just wash it in your strainer? I just feel like by doing it this way, I really get it clean. I feel like sometimes when you're just rinsing it, you're not getting all of the dirt off. So again, just making sure that I have little pieces. This is gonna really wilt down, almost like spinach does, but not quite that drastically. But it will wilt down. But because Bentley's eating this especially, I like to just have like smaller pieces. Nobody wants to be eating like large pieces of lettuce in their soup. So, okay, so if you have a salad spinner, you could use that, but I'm just gonna let this sit in here, strain out, dry a little bit, and I'm gonna take you over to the stove. To my large Dutch oven, and you could obviously use like a soup pot too. I'm just gonna do about 2 tablespoons of oil, maybe a little bit more. I usually don't measure this, but I want to tell you guys accurate. I'm gonna do 4 because like I said, I am doubling the recipe. And we're gonna crush up some garlic and do about, these are small, so I'm doing like 2 in each, but I would say like 4 large cloves of garlic to taste if you're family and you like it more garlic, then definitely add more. My family loves garlic. I love garlic, so can never have too much in my opinion, but We also don't want the taste to be like overpowering in the soup. Okay, so we are gonna heat this up. Make sure not to burn the garlic. If you burn the garlic, just start over. Your whole thing will be ruined. So don't burn the garlic. I'm just coating the bottom of the pan with the oil and moving the garlic, breaking it up. And we're gonna saute the beans in the garlic and oil. And meanwhile, I'm gonna just drain the beans. That had actually been a good mistake. Kind of like the little ones. So once those are drained good, we're gonna wait for our garlic to start letting off some good fumes, and then we're gonna add the beans in with the garlic and oil. So we are sizzling. It smells so good. I actually really like these beans. I think they're really cute, and they all taste the same to me. Red, black, white, they all taste the same. I'm gonna add in some salt and pepper. And you just want to cook the beans for a few minutes. Just gonna heat up some water for the pasta. All right, so my beans are getting soft. You don't want them to get mushy, just soft. Now we're gonna add in our chicken broth. You also could use veggie broth, obviously. So I'm gonna add in this entire quart. For me, when I'm making soups, I usually match whatever I use in broth, I match with water, because I end up putting salt in the soup, and sometimes the chicken broth mixed with the salt can just be too much. And do equal parts water to that. You can always make it more salty, but once you go too much, it ruins the whole thing. So I'm always pretty cautious when cooking and using salt. And then I'm gonna add in about a half of a quart, about a half of this carton, and then do the same again with the water. And then I'm gonna pop the lid on this and let it go until it comes to a boil, and that's when I'm gonna add in the escarole. Okay, so we are boiling. Gonna go ahead and, hold on, bud, hold on. Gonna add in the escarole. And this will wilt down, like I said. gonna salt and pepper the soup again. Now that we put the escarole in. And we're gonna bring this to another little boil. And then once it boils, we're gonna turn down the heat and just set it on low for a little. Turn the heat down to low. Give it another stir. And I'm gonna cover it for about 20 minutes. This is what it looks like when it's all done. I always add Parmesan cheese on top. And I cannot tell you guys enough how delicious this is. So simple to put together and very healthy. I hope you enjoyed this cook with me and that you give this recipe a try. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.